Hey there everyone, Michael here. In a recent video, I told you all about the 360 fully immersive camera that I cannot wait to share with you on my next Disney adventure. Now here is the Insta Nano 360, the 360 camera that I'm going to be using on my next Disney adventure. Now I've been testing it for a little while and it's been holding up to those reviews that I read about it. It's doing a great job. I can see it now standing on Main Street, USA, 360 picture you can see all around me. It's going to be fantastic. I'm also really looking forward to sharing Pandora World of Avatar in 360 degrees so you can see all around me and see exactly what's going on. Now this camera can take pictures and video without being attached to your phone in 360 degrees. You just push a button and you're set to go. It's got plenty of storage because it's got that micro SD card slot, which I think is really important. Now while I was testing it, I ran into a problem. This camera connects via the lightning cable on your phone, and I have this nice OtterBox case on my phone, keeps it protected. I'm super clumsy, I drop it all the time, but it keeps it protected in there. And then when you try and connect it to your phone, it doesn't fit. So the problem is, anytime I want to share a picture or a video or I want to share a live stream from the parks, I'd have to take my phone out of the case, plug in the camera, do everything, and then put the case back on. Now after taking my phone out of the case over and over again to try and download the pictures or try and test a live stream, I could tell after a while it was going to be a huge burden when I went to Walt Disney World. Not only that, but the reason why I have the OtterBox case is because it has this rubber exterior, which is much easier to hold on to when you're live streaming. It doesn't slip out of your hand. When you take the phone out of the case and you try to hold on to it, it's much more slippery, much more difficult to hold on to, and knowing me, I would be dropping it in a heartbeat, and I would be heartbroken to see a shattered iPhone on the ground at Disney. The first idea I had was to take the phone out of the case, attach the 360 camera, and then attach some kind of strap or maybe a rubber band, and then attach it to my wrist so that if the phone, it's slippery out of the case, falls out of my hand, it doesn't smash on the ground. Instead, it's saved by something on my wrist. But I realized pretty fast that I couldn't access the screen with the rubber bands all over it, and it looked terrible. I'm telling you, it looked awful. The second idea I had was to buy one of these lightning extender cables where I could plug one end of it into the 360 camera and the other end into my phone to try and live stream this way. Now it may not look as good as when it's on the phone itself, but I thought this would really help and solve the problem. However, the camera cannot take this kind of cable. It needs to be plugged in directly to your iPhone. So I started scouring Amazon looking for some kind of case that would protect it and still allow me to attach that camera. After looking and looking, I couldn't find anything that didn't have some kind of back covering here that would have stopped the camera from plugging in. At this point, I was looking for other 360 cameras that would allow me to share my adventure with you in 360 degrees without being plugged into my phone. In the end, I couldn't find any other 360 cameras that would be nearly as reliable as the Insta Nano 360 for YouTube live streaming. And that's when my dad gave me a brilliant solution. You may have noticed from my other YouTube videos, this is not the case that I'm used to carrying in my iPhone. Usually it's a black on black case. This is a green on black case. So Michael, where's your case? Okay, let me take the phone out of this new case and show you my dad's brilliant idea. Now here is the black on black case that you're used to seeing me carry around. Looks pretty normal, right? Normal case, 360 camera. You ready for it? Watch this. Here we go. Here it comes. You watching? There it goes, right perfectly. It fits perfectly. So what did my dad come up with to allow us to put the 360 camera there? The back of the case has been cut out with a Dremel tool so this camera can fit perfectly right on the back. So you can see, it's the back of my phone. It can actually sit right there, just like that. In its little slot there, it fits perfectly, it works perfectly, and my phone is protected. To me, this solution is absolutely brilliant. This will be my travel around case, where my phone will be protected, but I'll also have the opportunity to share in 360 degrees. Dad, thank you for this wonderful idea. Now, what do you think about my dad's solution here? You've got the 360 degree camera right on top. You've got the Disney case. I'm calling this the Disney case for my phone. And then you've got the regular case that I can use when I'm back home. Now I'm going to be able to share even more in 360 degrees at Walt Disney World. I cannot wait to share it with you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day. The camera slides right in, almost as if it was meant for the 360 camera.